Hello? Hello, and welcome back to another CreamCatCorner stream. Today we are continuing on with Hades because I feel like playing Hades. Why not, right? And I thought, why not do a single god challenge run in Hades? Because yeah, I've never tried that before, right? Yeah, I've never tried it before, so it will be interesting. Hello, Tomiver. How are you? How are you? So yeah, I was thinking of doing that kind of run. So yeah, in all my 200 plus hour in this game, I've never tried a single god kind of setup. Hello, Vigo450. How are you? How are you? Hmm. Okay, let's get back into the House of Hades. I'm glad both of you are good. It's almost Christmas, huh? Tell me, do you both celebrate Christmas or not? If not, I wish you both a happy vacation time, downtime. If you do celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Vigor for 50. Okay. I'm going to for this run, I'm going to pick Athena. And then I'm in the next run, I'm going to use Ares and then maybe oh god, I don't know. I don't know. You're welcome, Tommy Wern. Okay, I'm not sure which weapon should I take. Uh should I take the bow? You know what? You know what? Let's take the sword.
You are bound to me, yet I am your host.
Aspect of Nemesis. Yeah, let's take aspect of Nemesis. And let's do sure. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. Oh, also, wait. I just realized this. Um, Jam Gamble, thank you for the follow. It was 13 hours ago, but thank you for the follow, by the way. I really do appreciate it. Okay, let's see. Athena, please give me something good. Oh no. Okay. Okay. Divine Flourish, Divine Strike. I'm going to take Divine Flourish because it's epic. Ooh, nice. Okay, I'm going to try and do it as quickly as possible. Oh god, I'm missing. Oh no. Nice. Whatever. I'm not I'm not fishing this time. Nice. Okay. I'm not sure what is in this room. Oh god. Nice. Ooh, no. No Aphrodite. Single god run. Okay. Oof. Nice. Okay, good.
The power of the gods. Not yet.
I hope I got Athena's dash. Oops, I'm missing. Oh god, okay. Ooh, wee. Okay. Ooh, and a Daedalus hammer too. Nice. Whoa, what is that? Where did you come from?
Heads up.
Nice. Okay. Shadow Slash, Double Nova, or Double Edge. I'm not sure which one to choose. Double Nova, I guess. Ooh, let's go see Chaos then.
Hello, Nix.
Mother Nyx! Okay. Chaos, how are you? Okay. What? Atrophic ambush, excruciating shot. Oh man. Oh god. Okay. I'm guessing caustic eclipse. Sorry, Dionysus. In normal run, I would choose you. Oh god. Ooh, nice.
Shiny.
Oh no. Well, I don't have a choice here, huh?
It's that damn wretched sneak.
Nice. Okay, I guess I have to choose Artemis, huh? Hmm. Which one can I sell? Well, I can sell the shot, the cast. Ooh. Sisyphus, it's been a while since I saw you.
Hello, sir.
In the game, you try to do a boss you already won but enrage. Is it the final boss or is it the second final boss? Not second, the third boss. I'm not sure which one you are referring to. Sisyphus. Uh, I guess I'll take the healing.
I got you covered, Prince. Let's be sure to do.
Boldy, what kind of...
A pleasure.
Oh, it's not the final boss. Okay, is it Theseus and the Minotaur? Or but enrich? The only boss that I can think of that has enrich is Alecto. That it? It's a boss you won right after the last boss. It's it's a boss you won right after the last boss. Hmm. Oh, okay. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh, you are talking about Terraria. Oh, okay. I I was confused at first. Okay. I didn't realize that. So sorry about that. Oh god. Oh god, why is it in red? Oh god. Why is my... Please, not now. Okay, sorry about that. My PC is acting up. The boss is enriched and super hard. Oh no! Oh no! One shots you. Damn. Oh no. Okay, let's do this. But I'm excited to see Terraria. I already bought the game, but I'm going to play it on Monday. So, is it Monday? Yeah, it's Monday for me, Sunday night for Eastern Standard Time. So depending on where you are from, it might be on Monday or Sunday night, depending on where you're from. Yeah, I can't wait too.
You get out of here this time.
Oh no, Thanatos.
It's been a little while, hasn't it?
Been a while.
What say we? You might want to stand back. That's not my style, Fan. What's next?
Ooh. Ooh, I love Double Nova. Yes.
You took
Sucks being you, Thanatos. Dong.
we make a decent
Nice. Ooh, 29 out of 5. Come on.
I'll take more down next time.
I did better than you, Thanatos. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, how much money? We have almost 260, huh? Could I buy the food? Yeah, you know what? I'm going to buy the food. Why not indeed? Okay, let's go. Let's go, gamers. Ah, the symphony. Murder. Oh. Ooh, nice. Yes. Oh man, you don't even stand a chance. Nice. Whoa. Athena's special is very good, huh?
Something for the mirror.
I didn't realize this. Okay. Okay. Since I am going to pick Athena again, I might as well choose to keep the keepsake. A blessing have a 20% chance to be rare or better. Okay. But I do want to sell the true shot.
There goes that one.
There goes my hero.
Nowhere to go but up.
Okay. Nice. Let's go. Let's go.
Hot up here.
Okay. Okay. Is Hermes considered a single god in this case? Oh man. Nice. Woo.
Good for the health.
Okay, should we take this? Ooh, coin. Yes. More coin. Ooh. Why are you making this so difficult? Hello? Okay, nice.
You lived through all that.
Of course I live,
Thank you,
bitch.
Father.
Okay, I'm going to take the heart. Tento's heart to be Zack.
More wave makers. Just getting warmed up.
Ooh, nice. Okay, let's see. We got gemstones. We got... Ooh, darkness. Darkness. Darkness, take me. Ooh.
Peace and quiet.
Oh man, why do I have to take another god's room? Aphrodite. Nice. Ooh, nice.
Did you miss me, little godling? I thought I'd steal away a bit and...
Okay, Whiff of Despair. Dying Lament. Oh man, okay, I'm going to take... Oof, I'm not sure. I guess... I guess... Dying Lament? I don't know. I don't know. But I guess I have to sell it afterwards. So it's not that important. You already died 4 times? Oh no. Oh no. You died again? Oh no, I hope I'm not distracting you. Okay. Woo! Okay. Nice. Pomegranate, please. Hello, Athena, where are you? Nice. Oh no! Oh no! Hello? Nice. I took a lot more damage than I would have
Calmed down.
take. Okay, Santos Heart is good, I guess. I'll be amazed if I manage to defeat this run.
Lerny, hiss once if you think you're going to lose.
Kiss. Nice. Oh my god. Stop hiding in the lava! Nice. Nice, nice, nice. But I'm almost dead. Hello? You know what? Sisyphus, go. Phew. Okay, okay. Relax. Hello? What hit me? Oh god. Okay. Oof, nice. Learny, be cool. Be cool. I said be cool. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I'm not using my Death Defiance here. Nice. Phew. Nice.
Good, no more heads.
Oh my god. Okay. Wait a minute. Man, I don't know what's wrong. Some days my PC is doing fine, and some days my bitrate is out of whack. I'm not sure what's wrong. I'm not dropping frames. Is it my end? Oh man. I hope it's not a problem. Hopefully it's not a problem. Okay. Anything to buy? Nothing. I need to sell Dying Lament.
Feel cleaner already. One more floor.
Oh my god, I should have changed keepsakes. Oops. You need to stop because you can't negate 10,000 damage. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, that kind of hurts. 10,000 damage is a lot. I'm going to cheese as much as possible. Nice. Oh my god, yes. Curse Slash, yes. Your attack restores 2 hearts per hit. Or should I take the Supernova one? You know what? I'm going to take Curse Slash.
Who dares?
Me, of course. Nice.
Blood and darkness.
We'll play a small game of one of my friend. Ooh. You can do a custom map in Terraria. I can't speak today. Man.
Damn it, one's come back.
Oh man, come on. Oh, it's not Terraria. Oh, sorry. Oh, come on. Nice. There is an app where you can create custom games and your friend made a small game there for me. Oh, for you and him. Okay. I hope you have fun.
Centaur strength.
Okay. Let's go see Karen. Karen, do you have anything for me? Um, this is not fun, Karen.
Which boons are going to be?
Well, Divine Flourish is good too. I guess.
I have to pick a side.
You are most generous.
Okay, Blinding Flash, Divine Dash. Oh man. You know what? I'm going to take Blinding Flash. Sorry. Sorry.
You'd best not take.
Sorry, Aphrodite.
Had to choose. Let's give her a show.
Oof.
What's reality?
Oh, come on. Woo. Stop running. Oh no. Okay, Aphrodite. I'm getting afraid. And the dude won't stop running.
Sisyphus, happy to help.
Are you kidding me? You missed. I am going to die, aren't I? I'm going to die. Nice. Phew.
Let's just say we killed.
Okay. Whew. Okay, okay, okay. I guess Aphrodite's aid.
Dead.
Nice. I'm just doing the attack just for me to recover back my health. That is so satisfying. Nice.
Yeah.
There are many monsters and characters that cost from 1 to 5 gold. You buy them with gold. You have and you put the characters in the arena. Oh, interesting. What kind of game is that? Is it a custom made game or is there an app that you have to create a lobby, something like that? Oh man, I have to pick one of them. I guess Hermes, huh?
Bit of a break.
Last thing I ever want to do is slow you down.
Okay, Hyper Sprint, Greater Haste. I'm just going to sell it either way, right? Whatever.
Moving right along.
Ooh. Ah, okay, so he created a lobby, huh? Okay, okay, I see. Oh no, the boys are fighting.
Just restocked on these battle tricks.
Okay. Um, okay, we both have full health and full death defiance. So I guess Cyclop Jerky then.
It's yours.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Athena. Athena, please give me... Oh no. I would be an idiot not to take advantage of my special. Oh no. Oh no. Um, um, um. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
We're not finished.
You. Why didn't I recover my health from that attack?
Olympus, I accept this message.
Weird. Parting shot. Your cast gain any bonus you have from for striking foes from behind. Okay, divine strike, but not good.
What else we got?
Anything else? Balance shot. Yikes! Yikes! Okay. Let's try it once more. Okay, divine strike is rare now, so I'm going to take this. Every match has 10 players. Each player starts with 2 gold and 1 random character. Also, every time you buy 3 of the same characters. Oh, interesting mechanic. Interesting. When you buy 9 of the same, he goes to... Ooh. Nice, nice. Okay, let's
Delicious.
take the Divine Strike. After 4 fight, there is a break where each player chooses one of the 13 random characters to put in their team. Okay. Uh-oh. Whoa! Okay. I got so scared. Nice. Ooh. No? Minotaur? Woo! No! I'm going to hurt Theseus as much as possible, and then we turn to the Minotaur. Oh no! What happened? Oh, come on.
Hey, Baldy. Now we're talking.
What the heck happened? Oh my god.
Have you anything to say for yourself, demon? Before I
Oh
slay you once again?
no! Oh no! Oh no! I got too cocky. I should have picked Divine Dash. Well, whatever.
All right then.
Oops. Dusa?
Oh, come on, Servy. Hurry up and eat. This stuff can't be that bad. I mean, can it?
Okay, okay. Nothing interesting here. So let's go next to the next run. Okay, wait. Where is that Thanatos? We did have Thanatos, right? Okay, what?
I had a feeling that our court musician would eventually come back to his senses and his talents, boy. Here yet again, my intuitions were correct. Though you appear a bit perturbed. Don't like the song? It's about you.
It says I'm really the bastard son of Zeus, but also indelibly connected to the god of wine, and how your parents tore me to pieces, giving rise to mortals, but that I'm always going to be stuck here.
Oh no,
If
Zagreus.
Orpheus's mind but nonsense, he produces nonsense. Nonsense, I presume, shall spread from this place far and wide, so everyone might know that I have nothing to do with you.
Oh, Hades.
Obvious place for a very small audience.
Oh, Zagreus.
I hope.
You hope. Hmm.
It's 7:48.
7:48? Well, it's 8:36 for me, Zagreus. Okay, let's go. Let's go.
What's going on, Skelly?
Okay. Okay. Each character has their own categories, and activate categories once you have a certain amount of characters with this category in the arena. Huh. By the way, Vigo 450, may I know the name of the game? I'm interested to see what kind of game you are playing. But now, for me, I'm going to choose... Maybe I'm going to choose Ares. Why not?
Should help.
Uh... Oh, it's not downloadable? Bummer. Sounds fun, though.
Malphon.
Okay, should I take the aspect of Gilgamesh? Hmm. You know what? Yes, I'm going to take aspect of Demeter. Heat 14, huh? Heat 14. Sure, hit me with it. I'm always interested to see what kind of games you guys are playing. Okay, Twin Fist. Yes, let's go.
Let's get to work.
You seek such fame as your great relatives upon their mountaintop? Seek to be valuable, not to be known. Obscurity is not what makes you weak. Worship from mortals is a nuisance, not a boon.
Oh, it's a baboon.
The power of night.
Ares, give me something good.
Wars require great alliances, my kin. And situation.
Okay, Curse of Pain or Blade Dash. I'm going to take Curse of Pain. Oh, come on, Demeter.
Let's go make father mad.
Okay, I have to be
shall
careful
not escape.
here. Oh no! Woo! Nice. Oh god, thank you. Let's get keys. Lava team, lava characters gain extra powers per hit. Ooh. 2 of them gain 10% power while 4 of them gain 25% with 6. Okay, there's a hierarchy then. Aha, interesting.
Look what I found.
Okay, let's go see Chaos. It is me. Hello, Chaos. Okay, your special deals 66% more damage. Sure.
A worthy trade-off.
Oh no, there's a fishing point. I'm stupid. Okay, okay. Ooh, nectar. Nectar, please.
Easy.
Okay. Nice. Each character has an ability, and they do the ability after their mana is full. Okay. Uh-huh.
Good batch.
Oh no, Aphrodite.
You rats again, huh?
Oh god. Oof. Okay, nice.
That's what you get.
Ready yourself, dearest, because you and I.
Oh, Passion Dash. Crush shot. I can't even speak. Okay, I'm going to take the crush shot for now.
No love without pain. More louts. Who dies next?
Okay, where? Okay.
The boon I got from chaos has no effect.
Curse of Pain. Thank you. I want the attack one, please.
That's what you get.
Nice. Okay, coin? Coin. Let's get coin. Let's get rich. Oh god, I'm an idiot. I dash. Oh god. I'm almost
I should
dead.
keep going.
Uh-oh. 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 I'm almost... Oh no. Oh no. Nice. Oh no.
Stop him, wretches.
I don't have the blessing of Athena. Where are you?
Idiots.
I can't.
Idiot. Okay, let's get keys. I should have bought something, huh? Oh. Whoops. Oh man, I still got hit, huh? Okay, whatever. Karen, please give me food. Thank you. You know what? No. I was thinking of buying the palm, but no, no thank you.
I'm back,
Megara?
Hades.
You see, Tisiphone, he's here just as I said.
Oh, really? Oof. Are you kidding me? Oh no.
Damn it. Sisyphus?
Sisyphus, go. How could me? Oh no. Are you kidding me? Oh no. I'm dead. I'm dead. I am so dead.
Oh, last chance.
Zagreus.
Nice seeing you.
Oh man. Oh man. I use up all of my death defiance, huh?
You'll have more difficulties up in Asphodel.
Okay. Here's the plan. Here's the plan. Here's the plan. I'm going to take the broken spear point
Might help.
and let's see just how good we can get. Let's get life essence and
Closer to the surface.
let's go. Oh, okay. Human, the whole team gains a small shield that lasts 3.5 seconds. 3 humans give a total of 300 HP shield. And with 6, the shield is 500. Oh, well, that seems like the more you have humans, the more humans you have, the less payoff you had. Hmm, interesting. My mind, I don't know. I don't know. But 12, 4 times, yeah. I see how it is. I see. Should be much higher than 1200, 1250 then, to incentivize you to get more people on your human team. I don't know. At least that's my opinion of it. Okay. I am so screwed. A little bit screwed, but if we lose, we lose. Nice.
Thank the gods.
Okay, Hermes. Eurydice. I'm going to see Eurydice.
Moving on.
Why not? Wait. If we have epic boon right now,
Hey, nice of you.
what? Okay. I'm going to take Ambrosia Delight because we got heroic. 168. Okay. Ooh, 188. Okay, nice. But
Again.
that's not going to help me because we are down to our luck.
Spreaders.
Oh.
You want to die again?
Okay. Oof. Nice.
You had it coming.
You had it coming. You had it coming. Oh, you had it coming. Flying cutter. Long knuckle. I guess long knuckle, huh? Yeah, long knuckle. It is. Monstrosities. When they hit an enemy with low health from behind or the side, they insta-kill him. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, okay. I love that. Low health and insta-kill them. Nice.
There, that's it.
Oh man, Zeus or Aphrodite? Let's pick Zeus right now. Why not? Oof. Nice. Nice.
Enough of that.
But monstrosities have a huge disadvantage. Ooh, interesting.
I wish you well in your continued.
Heaven's Vengeance or Electric Shot? Guessing Heaven's Vengeance, huh? There are only 4 monstrosities. One of them costs 4 and 2 of them cost 5. But you can't have 4 and 5 gold characters in the shop until you reach... Oh, so it's kind of like an end level kind of things, huh? I see, I see. Well, that's an interesting way to balance the OP-ness of the team then. I guess it makes sense, huh? Otherwise, you would be too OP.
The might of the heavens.
Okay, Heaven's Vengeance. I try not to use it. I freaking miss the fist.
No chance.
Stop. Standing in the lava.
Excellent.
And on level 5, 4 gold characters have 10% chance while 5... Oh no! So little. The probability is so low. Yikes. Oof, nice. Okay, let's go see Karen. One more class, okay. What is it? Interesting to hear. We have Aries. Aries Boon.
Don't spend it all in one place, mate.
Okay, okay, okay. Oh no. Okay, okay, wait, wait.
No thanks.
Oh no, what is this? Blessing shot. Okay. Curse of Agony. Okay. Curse of Agony might help.
Why, Lerner, you are looking positively fabulous, I have to say.
Fabulous.
Back.
Oh no. Are you kidding me? You still alive? Come on. Okay, nice, nice, nice. Oh no, oh no. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. Oh, freaking hell. Oh no. Okay. 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 Woo. Let's try that again.
Bernie, why?
Oh
Must
no.
have missed Achilles.
You miss me,
Megara?
Zagreus.
I feel like everybody knows about us, Meg. Even Aphrodite herself seemed to know we were involved. It's not like I've been going around boasting. You wanted to keep things quiet, didn't you?
Zagreus, are you happy with how things are between us now? Or do you have a problem with it?
Well, I could do without the kill or be killed stuff, if we're being honest. That part is still a little weird, but otherwise, yes, I mean, I'm happy. You're you.
Oh, Zagreus, you're so sweet.
Then that's enough. Let them say what they want. What does it matter? We're gods. The things they say about us, even other gods, you pay too much attention to it, it'll drive you out of your mind.
Yes, Zagreus, yes. Pay no attention to them. Okay, wait, I should do this. I keep forgetting to do this. Okay, there it is. I forgot to increase the volume because
But I know how important your career is to you. This won't create a problem.
We've already crossed that bridge, I think. Stop worrying.
my Ling Mag is so unsettling because I am so used to her frowning.
I refuse.
Okay, ooh, diamond for 100 gemstones? Yes, please.
Good deal. Here's the fee.
Mm. Okay, knights. The knights regen health every second and gain defense every time they kill an enemy. One defense negate 10 damage. One night the knights regen 10 health. 3 knights 23 health, 3 defense. And 7 knights regain regen 75. Well, but 7 knights, huh? Do they cost a lot more or a little bit less? I'm not sure what's the drawback then. Because so far they sound pretty good. You get if you have 7 knights you get minus 50. No, not minus 50, negates 50 damage taken. So that's huge. So 3 knights cost 2 golds. 3 knights cost 3 golds. And the last knight costs 5. Uh-huh, so it's not totally unachievable, but still, you need a lot, huh? I see, I see. On the next.
Remain unseen, my.
I'm trying.
Okay.
Okay, I still want to get this
My blade.
sword done. Okay. Okay. Should I take the adamant arrowhead? You know what? Yes. Yes. Sure. Let's go. Wish me
This
luck.
ought to be interesting.
Artemis gives me strength.
What do we have here?
All right, no need to keep on.
Oh, yes.
Okay. I'm going to take the deadly strike just because
Let's hunt some
it's
dead.
easier to deal damage through the attack.
Hit me. Interesting.
Hmm. Your cast deals 48 damage. Adult ambush. Ooh. I'm not using the cast either way, so it's a no-brainer. I should take that. More damage.
Stay dead.
Somehow I've taken damage there, huh? Interesting. Oh my god, I'm missing.
Strength of the centaurs.
Erebus? Sure.
Exclusive access.
Go back to do something? Sure. I'll be here then.
Get him, wretches, now!
Got him. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no. Oh god. Nice.
Alright, I've seen enough.
How's that?
Let's go see Karen. Karen. Karen, please. Food? Should we take food? Yes, I'm going to take the food. Athena.
I thought crystals were supposed to be pretty.
Nice.
I'll tell you something, cousin. If even
Okay. Oh man. Oh man, it's so tempting to take. Okay, I'm going to take Divine Dash, but I am going to sell it.
Strength of the goddess.
Divine Dash is OP.
Hit the spot.
Let's take Nectar for now. Oh no. Thank goodness for the dash then.
Come on then.
I just have to run and survive. Come on. You can survive for 30 seconds. No. Okay, okay, okay. I'm an idiot. Come on, 10 seconds. Nice. Ooh, nice. Why are you leveling up the Divine Dash? Hello?
Look who's here, Baldy. How about a little?
I'm going to take Obels, please. Thank you.
Boulder, you can.
What kind of bonus do you have? Ambiguity bonus, huh?
Very fun.
Hmm.
Again sometime.
Nice.
A palm of power.
A palm of power in it. In it.
Extra blessing.
Let's take keys. More keys equal more fun. Where is... There you are. Stop running, you little shits.
Phew.
You make me took unnecessary damage there. But okay. Should we take this? Yeah, I'm going to take that.
Go. Hope I didn't keep you waiting, ladies.
Persephone. Oh no!
Baldy, payback time, Baldy.
I want my food.
Good enough.
Okay, okay. Okay, come on. Survive. Nice. Welcome back, Vigor. Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay.
Peace to
Phew. Okay.
which to choose.
Okay, I should just equip the adamant arrowhead for now until it is leveled up. Um hmm, sure, I'm going to take the life essence for now and sell the divine dash. Woohoo.
There goes
I'm
that
so
one.
sorry.
I see you, Tartarus.
Okay, okay. Nice.
So close.
Oh god. Nice.
Let's get you quickly on your way there, cuz.
You want to tell me all the nights my friend, your friend added to the game? Sure. Just tell me then. Let's get you quickly. What? Okay. Sure. Swift strike is good.
That's the stuff.
Hammer.
All aboard.
Nice.
Let's see what I can do with this sword.
Full thrust or piercing wave. I'm going to take piercing wave then. Thank you very much.
Power I can get.
I'm not sure what kind of
Come in. You keep an eye on.
things that I want from Eurydice here. The next 3 boons you find have an upgraded rarity. Or should we take the Ambrosia Delight? You know what? I'm going to take Refreshing Nectar. Why
Coming
not?
right up.
Thanks
Oh
so much.
man, why do you give
Bye.
me
See you next
Aries?
time.
Oh no, this stupid room. I am so dead. I can't see. How? How are you supposed to see in this mess? Sheesh.
Farewell, lady.
Not once has your Lord Father thanked me for delivering.
Okay. Battle Rage? Sure. Oh no, Thanatos.
Death has come. Want to stand back and watch me work here?
Oh
Can you
no.
deal death faster?
Let's find out.
Prepare yourselves.
Oh no.
Never.
Where are you? Hello? Nice. Phew. Lose a death defiance, but it's okay.
Not bad, Zed. Here.
Okay, nice. Demeter. I'm going to take the palm room. Ooh, Dark Knight. Oh my god, 931 health. 95 damage on level 1. Holy. That's a lot of health. 2,100 health and 207 damage on level 3. His ability is to dash forward, slicing with his sword, dealing 132. He is night and darkness. I see. So the damage that you are saying right now, is it according to the level? If so, it deals quite a high amount of damage then, considering their health is quite high, 2100, quite high. And he got additional defense. Wow. Talk about OP. And let me guess, it costs a lot of gold to to have the enemy not the enemies to have the character on your team. Stop jumping!
Good enough to eat.
Deadly strike.
Palm power.
More Centaur's heart, please.
A centaur heart.
Is it? Wait. Is it really? Okay, let me see. Yeah, so far, I'm not sure about the health of other team, but so far, the Dark Knight I see has quite a lot of health. Okay, let's see.
Much better.
Do I want to go fish? No, I don't. Lerny?
May I say you look lovely this day or night, Lerny?
Oh god. Okay. Phew. Oh my god. Why do you guys... I got hit, huh? Interesting. Oh man. Okay, wait. Nice. Phew. Oh god. But now we are on our final death defiance.
You, Lerny dear.
Oh no. I don't think we can survive. Okay, I'm going to take this.
Wash
So,
away my boons.
Battle Rage and Swift Strike.
Won't be needing
Sure.
that.
Then change
switch.
our keepsakes into Broken Spear Point.
Okay.
Tinge of Erebus 2. Nice. Ooh, hammer time. More hammer, please.
Who's first?
Where are you? Not fair. Okay, come on. Holy crap. Okay, oh no, that's a long wall of text, huh? Okay. Uh okay.
Time to tune up
Shadow
this sword.
slash or curse slash. And yeah, it's a big wall of text there. Okay, okay. I'm going to read it. Okay. Marathon hit okay, 870 1500 2013 health. Okay. Rose sword gains 999 defense for 1.5 seconds. It is night. Oh, I see. I see. Under night there are different categories, huh? For this Nerefon, he is toxic and undead. Ah, I see. Interesting. Yeah, based on what you see, based on what I read from your text, it is quite powerful too. The ability to negate all damage taken for 1.5 second is pretty OP. Okay, should I take darkness? Sure. Can I out damage the enemies? Okay.
Infantry army.
Ooh, nice. Sure. Oh man, I'm so sorry about this, Artemis.
Thank you, Zacharias.
You're welcome. Oh wait. Maybe I can gain a death defiance from Athena. Nope, she's not giving me any death defiance. Oh no. Okay. Divine Dash it is.
What made you think I'd stand for this from you?
Sorry.
Didn't have much choice. Attack over and over.
Oh god, please. I want to survive. Phew, okay. Oh god.
All right, I'm going to forgive.
Thank you, Artemis. Okay, Hunter's Mark, pressure point. What is Artemis legendary requirement? Gain extra. Support fire, huh? Hmm. Support fire requires what? One of the following. Okay, we do have Hunter's Mark. True shot. Maybe roll one more
Something else.
time. Oh god. Okay. Artemis 8 then.
The hunt is on.
Are you kidding me? Oh, okay. Oh no. What is going on?
Right there.
Okay, let's take Deadly Strike.
Zesty.
Um let's get more palm. Wait, what? Drya from Hollow Knight. Okay, I see. Ooh. 1300, 1800, and 2300 health. No defense. High damage. Ability to jump high and land on the middle of the arena. Uh-huh. Okay, I see, I see. But kind of like a glass cannon then. Her health is quite decent, but no defense is what makes her very fragile then. Even though she's seems to have high damage. Not sure about how much her DPS is, but so far from what I can tell, she's she might have. Oh, okay. No defense for one reason, which is
Welcome. Gods grant me strength.
okay. I'm going to take Artemis 8, leveled up.
That'll keep me alive.
Oh, okay. Sure, I'm going to take the Kiss of Sticks. I'm not going to die. Not right now. Okay, what? All protectors have no defense because they grant it from their category. Ah. The category protector grants defense. Not the individual character then. Stop running. Nice.
Butterflies better stay away from me.
And we got a deathless stance. Thank you. More health. More health. We need health. What is going on?
I'll take care of this.
Nice. Oh man, now you showed up. Achilles, not Achilles, Patroclus. Protectors are 4. 1 protector grants to all protector 3 defense. 2 protectors grant to all protectors 6 defense. Oh, 4 protectors grant to all allies defense. 12 defense. That's high, actually. The highest, right?
You're here. How can I be of use?
Okay, we have all of our death defiance. Oh god, okay, I'm going to take the Cyclops jerky then.
Thanks. Power of Olympus.
No matter how you try, you
Already starting with this bullshit? Oh god. Are you kidding me? Oh no! You're going to regret that. Again? Okay, nice, nice. Oh my god, this is getting annoying. I already forgot what's the name. Asterius. Oops. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, dang it. I
You're next.
how? It's because you're annoying, Asterius. Nice. Thank you. There are also items that grant defense, health,
Can I get
attack
profiles
speed,
or
and
something
damage
here?
as well. I see, I see.
There's my shade.
Well, we are back to one death defiance, but
Oh, I didn't see you coming.
Well, I did.
okay. I need to sell Divine Dash.
Could use the
Sorry.
extra coin.
Oh no. We are a little bit screwed here. A little bit screwed.
It's nicer outside than it is in here.
Ooh, we can buy this. Okay, okay. Let's take this.
Just what I need.
Buy this. And then let's get coin.
Let's see what's in here.
Nice. Phew.
Back to dust. Okay.
Phew. Nice.
Sort of.
Nice, nice, nice. Let's go. We have 120 health. We should be fine.
Blasted giant bomb.
We should be fine. Oh no! Oh! Snap!
Oh, I won't go back.
He says... Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Oh, no. You will lurk a bit? Okay. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, God, please don't. Please tell me I can buy a Death Defiance. Thank you. Ish. Okay. Oh my god, please, please, let me survive. Oh my god, no, 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 no! Oh my god. I am screwed. I'm screwed. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, whatever.
The wall guard's power. Need to keep looking down those passageways.
Okay. Okay, let's
Not yet.
get rid of Curse of Pain.
It's cold.
Oh my god. Nice. Okay. Okay. Oh god. I am a little bit. Oh no, I'm a little bit worried.
Oh, hi. Remember me?
Oof. Are you kidding me? Stop spewing poison. Sir. Sir, please. Oh no. Oh god, no. I and I oop. Oh my god. What is going on? Okay, what is okay, one more run. One more run. Thanatos.
Hey, Than, tell me something, and forgive the awkward question here, but are we good? I mean, between us. Any infuriating habits I should know about, that sort of thing?
You know I don't have time to list all your infuriating habits, Zagreus. Though, if any of them were outside my usual tolerance threshold, I promise to let you know. Alright?
Another thing that piqued my interest. Um how can Thanatos be comfortable in that neck brace of his? Can you imagine wearing that even to a Halloween party? I don't think that's going to be very comfortable.
So
Oh,
then we're good. Because I think we're good, but I just wanted to make sure.
We're good. See you, alright?
Good.
ooh, Titan blood for 15 keys. Yes,
I'll
thank
take a special,
you.
please.
Been a while since we've seen Mother, huh? Mother?
Captain. Stygius.
Okay, okay. Nemesis, Poseidon, Arthur, Holy Excalibur. You know what? Aspect of Nemesis is still the best. Okay. One more try with Athena. One more try. Oof. Okay. Let's do this.
Okay, let's get this done.
Oh, wait. Wait. Oh no. Okay. Okay. You know what? Give up. Give up. I realized something that
Captain,
I should do this. Mirror of the Night. I forgot to do this. Raise your chance for a boon to be epic. Yes. Olympian favor. Privilege status.
maybe like this.
What about this? Family favorite. Deal bonus damage for each Olympian whose boon you have. Okay, yes. Thick skin. High confidence. Golden touch. Stygian soul. Boiling blood. Abyssal blood. Reduce move speed and damage of foes with greater reflex, ruthless reflex, death defiance, dark regeneration, shadow presence, fiery presence. I'm guessing fiery presence is good here. Fated persuasion, fated authority. Raise your chance for a boon to be legendary or duo if possible. Ooh, Dark Foresight. Raise your chance for... What is this? Okay, you know what? Yes, I'm going to try this. Why not? Okay. Let's get Athena's. Room safe. Go back. And then go.
Okay, let's get this done.
Okay. We are changing something to make it interesting.
Time to mix up my
Okay,
style.
Breaching Slash. Your attack deals 300% more damage to armor. That's good. Yes, I'm going to take that. You survive? Hello?
Mine now.
Okay.
Ringers.
You can ring my bell. Ring my bell. Ring my bell. Ring my bell. Of course, I got hit by the trap. How typical of me. Athena! Okay. Nice.
I'm pleased to see your father's stubbornness has manifested in you as such determination.
Okay, Divine Dash is good.
Your wisdom guide me. Next.
Nice. Let's get pumped up. Nice.
The power of the gods.
Okay, let's do this. I believe.
Crushed.
Come on. Demeter, hello? Why are you here?
When all this is over,
Okay, Crystal Beam, Nourish Soul. Sure, I'm going to take Nourish Soul.
Very cool.
Okay, come on.
Ready, lads?
Oof, okay. That hurts.
Had enough.
The living and the dead alike.
Okay, Curse of Agony. As much fun it is, I'm not taking that. Blood Frenzy though. Because I'm going to sell it either way, right? What are you guys doing? Hello? You dare hurt me, sir? How dare you? More health.
You shall pay for that. Worthless.
Thank you.
That's better.
Let's get Athena.
In the name of Hades.
Divine Strike. Yes. Yes.
Who makes door locks connected to a fountain?
Heart Chamber, please. Thank you.
That's better.
I believe this is the run. This is... Oh no, Electo.
There you are. You must like pain or something, don't you there, Red?
She's getting mad.
Oh, did that hurt?
Woo. Okay, okay. Let's play it cool, play it cool.
She's psyching up.
Voldy, help me! Thank you. Oh god. I can't see. Uh-oh.
Remember this?
Persephone, you're making my life difficult. Oh no, she's literally 1 HP left. Thank you. Whew. Nice.
Are you suitably warmed up for Asphodel?
Okay, let's
Asphodel.
sell Blood Frenzy.
That's one less boon.
Can we buy anything else? We can buy this.
Keepsakes.
You know what? Yes, I'm going to change into the Broken Spear Point. Why not?
Set. Up we go.
Okay, first level is always easy. The true challenge here is level 3, Elysium. Even Asphodel is manageable for me.
More burn flingers?
Nice.
Faith and courage.
Sure. Let's take more health. More health is good. Nice. Let's go see Karen. 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 Sure, I'm going to take Darkness.
Doing business.
Why not? Demeter. Hello.
God, I love snakes.
Nice.
I didn't catch her name.
Crystal Beam, Frost Flourish. You know what? Yeah, whatever.
That beats the heat.
I'm going to sell it either way. Ooh, nice. There any place to sell? Nothing, huh? Okay, whatever. You read the sea, please. I need help.
Hi. Don't let Hades.
Okay. Ambrosia Delight. Thank you.
It'll be my pleasure.
Oh my
Let me
god.
get the spot.
Well, thank goodness you are upgrading the Divine Dash. I'm
Thanks
going to
again.
be so mad if you upgraded the wrong thing. Aaron.
Yum. Well, look at you, Lernie.
Oh god, please. Okay, come on. We can do this. Die, Lernie, die! Come on. Nice.
Go, Sisyphus.
Princess.
Nice, 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 nice.
Enough.
Okay, good. But 190 at this level is still quite low. Okay, I'm going to sell Lightning Reflex and Frost Flourish. Thank you for your service. Not changing keepsake, so let's go.
Everything's so green.
Okay, let's get the palm. The palm room.
Struggles.
Stop running. My god.
Keep them coming.
Like popping a balloon.
Delicious.
Okay, let's get Divine Strike leveled up.
Sharpen my senses.
Ooh. A hammer. Nice. Come on. Just die, butterflies. Are you kidding me? Nice. Okay. Supernova dash nova. Supernova then, I guess.
There it is.
Sure. Sorry, Demeter. Sorry.
Strategic choice.
Okay. Okay. Divine Flourish it is. Let's go. Let's go, girls.
My blessings.
Sorry, Demeter. It's regenerating. Farewell.
Nice.
I am the eldest of Olympus, Zagreus, and I.
Ooh, rare crop. Gain rarity every 3 encounters? I don't think so. Come on. Cyclops Jerky. Prometheus Stone. I guess Hydrolite then. Hydrolite.
Worth it.
Let's get Palm up. Oops. Okay, okay. Come on, we can do this. Nice. But we are almost dead. Oh my god. Oh no. Dare I take this, or should we go see Karen? Let's go see Karen then. Karen! Karen!
I'll pay for that.
Thank you for the food though. Thank you. Oh, dang it. Okay, Sisyphus, I need your help. They shall. Oh no, I shall have nothing. Oh my god, I am the one that is losing a death defiance in such baby fights, too.
What's going on there, boss?
Oh no.
Godspeed.
Okay, okay, palm. We need palm. Okay, come on. Come on, we can do this. What the heck happened?
Gods grant me strength.
Okay, 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 okay. I feel like I'm getting weaker and weaker as the stream goes on. Oh no, what happened to me?
Hit the spot. Gentlemen.
You face the champion that me.
Asterius. Asterius. Oh my god, this, yes. Okay, you know what? That is getting so annoying.
Go, Sisyphus.
Here goes.
Play fair, Asterius.
You too had a chariot, so I could conquer your racing just as it
Oh, dang it. Okay, okay, come on. I can do this. I can do this. Oh, dang it. I hate the Minotaur. Oh no!
Elysium is for the great, not for the likes of you.
Oh god. Oh god. Okay. You know what? You know what? I thought that was the last run. I'm not.
Go right ahead. I'll get you.
Ah, okay. 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 Wait. Wait.
back?
Wait.
The spear is competent in the right hands, but it can't stop a whip.
I must admit, mistress, I've not enough experience against such a weapon to refute your claim. Quite fortunately, sir.
Wait. Broker, do you have anything? Nope. Nothing. Okay. Okay. I have an idea. But this sucks. Striking undamaged foes 75% is good actually. Stygian Soul is not that good. Golden Touch is good. Family favorite. Going to take yeah, family favorite. Dark Foresight. Nope. Rare or better, and God Sprite. Yeah, that should do it. Okay. Now take Athena.
It's time for Arthur.
Okay. A speck of Achilles. Punishing Sweep. A huge spin attack that makes foes take more attack and special damage for 10 seconds. Yes.
Hades.
Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, let's do this then.
I'm alive. Time to break out again.
Phew. Nice. Let's do this.
Now to fix up this
Ooh,
spear.
exploding launcher though. Yeah. Yes, yes. Just how powerful that is. Just look at it. How the game goes. I I keep losing this time. I don't know what is wrong with me.
Come on, you.
I just need to focus a bit and we should be fine. Let's hope this is the run.
Crushed.
Where are you? Nice. Okay. Sorry, Santos Heart. Nice. Whew.
Stronger.
More keys. More keys. Nice. Athena. Athena, please give me dash.
Remember,
Oh no, Athena. How dare you? Okay, Divine Dash. Thank you.
Divine protection.
Okay. Let's hope for a better run. Okay, okay. The one god challenge is still on. Nice. Phew. Okay, 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 come on. Phew. Nice. More darkness.
Trespasser.
Nice.
Fine. Help yourself.
There.
Okay. Phew. Let's do this.
The wretched snake.
I like the fire in you.
Okay, let's lightning reflex.
Shocking.
Oh man, I should have taken the palm room. Oh god. Okay, okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. Phew, nice.
I'll take it. What's in the pool this time?
I should have taken the keys actually, but I'm not in the mood to fight. I dash. Phew.
Right there.
Let's go see Karen. Get food. Hey. Okay, come on.
I'm back, ladies.
Okay, okay, good, good, good. Okay, okay, Tiffany. Nice. Okay, nice. Murder. I did murder you. Sorry.
I'm innocent.
Okay. Phew. Oh
Tread lightly,
no.
boy.
Let's get Metropolis on. Is the giant bone snake boss hard? It's not as hard as the next boss in the next area, which is Theseus and the Minotaur. Uh, but I do know that the first time I played this game, it is quite difficult to fight the Hydra boss. Um, what is it that I'm looking for? Oh, right, selling boons. Lightning reflex is
cleaned
out.
already. Up we go then.
Yeah, Theseus and the Minotaur. I just make the game harder for myself by choosing one god for my boon.
The Asphodel Meadows.
Oh no. Yeah, I'm just making it harder for myself just for the challenge. Nice. Nice.
Good enough to eat.
Why do I take... Why did I take that?
Hardy of you.
Oops, I gotta run.
Okay. Okay.
Stand aside.
Nice. Okay. I thought I reflect that. Nice.
Power of Olympus.
Phew. Hydra boss does have the best design. Yes, I do agree. There is a fun fact that I'm going to show you when I reach the boss in just a short while. Oh no! Okay, 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 oh god, okay. Nice. Phew. Athena. Please, Athena, give me something good. Okay, not what I expected.
Sisyphus, ahoy! Cheers.
Whoa, okay. I don't want to lose a Death Defiance here. Come on, you're almost dead.
All clear.
Phew, okay, 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 okay. Divine Flourish, yes. Whoa! Nice. Let's get nectar for now. Come on. Oh my god, Thanatos. You got
I
me?
have a feeling this is not going to.
I'll be as reckless as I want.
Oh, really? You're careful, damn it.
Come on. Oh my god, okay. You know what? Yes. Sisyphus.
Unnecessary.
I love the characters' interaction. I just love it.
Nectar bottle.
Been a pleasure. Hang on to
Thank
this one.
you.
That takes care of that, I guess. See you.
Thanks for the help.
Okay, okay, what do we have? You know what? We have coins. So let's go see Karen. Thanatos is not a boss. Thanatos is actually a challenge, a mini challenge, where if you got the most kill in that room, you will get plus 25 health from him. There's no penalty if you lose. So that's a plus.
I can use this.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh my god, yes. Okay. You know how okay. The bone hydra like this, right?
Your neck.
You see how the horns are colored, right? Each horns have a different attack. For example, this bone hydra has the blue horns, which mean he will smash his head and create a falling debris that will hurt you randomly. So that's a great idea to identify what kind of attack the bone hydra will do to you. Like this. And the children, the multiple head, okay, for example, the yellow head will shoot spikes like that. And the pink, the cotton candy, as I like to call it, shoots a disc like that. So I think that's a very interesting way to identify a similar looking boss design. So far, the least fun the boss type is the blue one. Because the blue one is kinda annoying, but the rest, the candy corn and the cotton candy one is so fun to play against. Oh god, I can't speak. Nice. Sisyphus, help me! Whoops! Okay, come on, come on! We can do this, right? Nice. Okay. Whew. We didn't lose any death defiance, so that's good.
That's what you get.
Our health is at 200. Above 150 is considered okay. No. I'm not changing keepsake right now.
Purge boons for coin.
Nope, nothing to sell, so let's go.
Next region.
Elysium is quite the hardest place to fight because most of the enemies there are protected by shield health,
The fields of Elysium.
and they have a physical shield that negates your damage. Wait, did I take the coin room?
What is it now? Get out.
Especially this, the little shit I like to call it. Nice.
Will that be all?
Oh, Daedalus Hammer, yes. What's the last boss? The last boss is actually, if you don't mind spoilers, I'd like to ask that first. Are you okay with spoilers? Because the final boss, the community, the Hades community like to call it redacted in order to avoid spoilers. But if you like, you can just... Okay, the final boss is basically Hades. Just like that. We are fighting our own father in his realm. Nice. Okay, breaching spear. Ooh, 400% more damage to armor. Yes. More damage to armor equals more fun. No, nothing to buy. So let's go to the palm room. Nope, you are not regenerating. Nice.
The power of the gods.
Divine Flourish, yes. Don't mind if I do. More Athena! You kinda expect that, because in many games, the last boss is a family member of a character. Yep. Oh no!
Be quick, short one.
Nope. Oh, are you kidding me? Goldie, help me! Oh god.
I can't.
Oops.
I'm empty.
Again with the blender move. Hello? Nice.
Enough, short one.
Okay. Fighting him one-on-one is not that I'm not I'm oh god, I'm gonna say it's not challenging, but it is challenging, but it's totally doable if one-on-one, but two-on-one is the most challenging I've ever had problem with the both of them. Oh, it's okay. Thank you for coming, Vigor for 50. Thank you for the interesting fact about your friend's game. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Bye.
In the name of Hades.
Ooh. Wait, blinding flash. Yes, yes. Blinding flash does. Are you kidding me? Whew, nice.
Come on, Buzz, you can do this. And
Faster flourish, yes. Don't mind if I do. Oh no!
I don't think so.
Nice. Phew, nice. Okay, let's not take any risk.
Next.
Phew, nice. Phew, nice. Athena versus Zeus.
Time to pick sides.
Phalanx shot. Yes.
Perhaps you have to.
He won't like this.
Why is it blocked? Hello? Okay. Nice, 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 nice. Phew, nice.
Alright, this is becoming
Heaven's Vengeance? Sure. Sure. Palm Room.
Gods grant me strength.
Divine Flourish? Yes. Okay.
Our sworn enemy. You challenge us to. Well, fiend, are you yet fearful for the inevitable end to your foul quest?
Okay, come on. Phew. Uh-oh.
Not yet.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
No.
You should not be here.
Nice. Okay. Whew. You and me, King.
Monster, your battle prowess leaves much to be desired. That's it, fiend.
Phew. Nice.
Dare you, monster! Lady Artemis, make my strength be true.
Oof. Okay. 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 Come on. Come on, Theseus. Just dead. Bye. You're dead, Theseus. Dead.
Theseus shut it for a bit.
Oh, finally.
I'll take the service exit, thanks.
hurry up then, and I shall see you outside.
Okay, Heaven's Vengeance. I'm going to sell it.
There goes that one.
Life Essence. Sure.
Just what I need.
Yarn of Ariane. Chimera Jerky. Yes.
Got through Elysium. Got it.
Okay. I feel like this is the run. This is the run.
I'm sure the satyrs are back.
Okay, come on. We can do this.
Here's the fee.
Pure Footing, Divine Strike. Sure. Uh-oh, I should have looked this way first. Oopsie.
Try this way.
Nice. Phew. Very powerful. I feel so powerful right now. Okay, okay.
Another one of those especially gigantic vermin.
Nice.
Good enough to eat.
Divine Strike or Divine Flourish? I'm going to take Divine Flourish for now. Let's get the heart. Okay, okay, come on. Karen well. Let's hope. Let's hope there's a Death Defiance. Nope. Of course, it doesn't have a Death Defiance here. Okay. Final one. Please. What the heck did I just bought? Uh-oh. Well, whatever. And okay, okay. Phew. Nice. And we already reached the final room.
Now for a chat with Sims.
Okay, let's take this. Divine Strike, Blinding Flash. You know what? Yes, let's take Blinding Flash. Why not? Cerberus.
Violent countenance of Cerberus agrees. The status.
I owe you one, boy.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. This is Extreme Measures 4.
There, Father.
Your rampage through my realm. You brought this on yourself.
I dash.
Dogs.
I disagree both of that. Okay, I need to focus. Oh no!
Oh, this is it.
Wrestlers of the underworld, heed me and rise from the earth to do my bidding.
Oh no! Oh no!
Do not become
No.
too prideful with me, boy.
Okay, you know what? Yeah. I like practice. I like
Me again,
the
damn it.
energy to do this. I don't think I can ever beat the M4 with my current setup. Well, at least we
Good to be
tried, right?
back at
At least we.
last.
Mother,
missed you.
you're back.
Don't think I'll ever get fully accustomed to Olympus, son.
Mother, you're back.
Have to tell you, Zag, it's different with your mother around here. Don't mean to be so obvious, but it's something about your father, I suppose.
I think they have a lot of work ahead of them. As long as they're trying, he's trying, I think I'm good with that for now. Though I am glad she's here.
I'm beginning to think we all are. And please don't take this the wrong way, but I think you and your father have a lot of work ahead of you as well.
You're
Oh,
not
I
wrong.
entirely agree with that. Mixes with chaos, huh?
Okay, whatever. Let's see. What does the house contractor have for us? Hmm. Nothing. I'm not interested in buying anything. Well, whatever. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Ooh, the gun.
You're no mere weapon, are you? The infernal fury of igniting
Aspect
Satan.
of Lucifer. Ooh.
Don't reload.
Not sure if it's good or not. But I think that's going to be it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. I had a lot of fun. Even though I suck at the game, I had a lot of fun. Um, yeah, this is the 23rd of December, at least where I'm from. I think most of the world is at 23rd December right now. And it's almost Christmas. If you are celebrating Christmas, I wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Whatever it is. I wish you guys happy holidays. To those that didn't support not support celebrate. Dang it, my brain didn't celebrate Christmas. I'm guessing it's the end of the year, right? If you are having a relaxing time at the end of the year, I hope you had a wonderful holiday, and I wish that everyone will have a relaxing off day if you have. And yeah, let's recharge for the upcoming year. Speaking of Christmas, this Sunday, at least, okay, let me see. Um, yeah, Sunday on the 25th is Christmas Day, right? Um, I am going to stream uh as usual, yeah, I'm going to stream as usual on Christmas, which is 3 p.m. for me, UTC plus 8. But for Eastern Standard Time, it is 2 a.m. So really, really early Christmas morning. I'm going to try and stream on that day. Then on the Monday slot, which is Sunday evening, UTC, sorry, Sunday evening Eastern Standard Time or Monday morning UTC plus 8, I am going to stream a game called Terraria. A viewer from my Twitch chat. Oh God. Um. Okay. Yeah, a viewer from my Twitch chat recommend that game from me, and it looks fun. So I'm going to try to stream that game on Monday or Sunday night, depending on where you're from. And I hope to see y'all there. I'm excited to see how it goes. From the way they describe it, it sounds fun. Can't wait to play it. And that's it. I hope to see y'all in the next stream, which is on Sunday. Sunday morning. If you can't make it on Sunday morning, it's okay. You can watch it on the VOD channel, which is at CreamCat Gaming at YouTube. Yeah, I'm going to upload my VODs 1 week after the stream has ended. But yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you so much for watching and have a Merry Christmas. Goodbye.